Christie said on Sunday that most surprising part initial Republican primary debate was that majority of candidates said they would support Donald Trump as party's nominee, even if former president was convicted. Christie called it a recipe for 4 more years Joe Biden. Speaking alongside co-host Martha Raddatz on ABC's This Week and challenging Trump as one of most vocal conservative critics in primaries, former New Jersey governor dismissed possibility that a convicted criminal could be nominated for president, and Trump's potentialHe said he could win against President Biden. Christie, a former correspondent for ABC News, said she believed it was impossible. Trump denies all wrongdoing. I think it takes many more years of Joe Biden for people across the country to think about and what that will mean for Republican primaries, a potentially jam-packed Supreme Court, potentially eliminating in the Senate, and much more. The point here is that we need to nominate someone who has proven that he can beat the Democratic incumbent, Christie said. Asked by Raddatz about voters who expressed no interest in Trump's upcoming criminal case and instead pointing to the legal problems of the president's son, Hunter Biden, Christie said Hunter Biden, who was charged with tax crimes, was not running for office. Both Hunter Biden and Trump denied the accusations. Some voters who say Hunter Biden thing is important but Donald Trump isn't is just wishful thinking, Christie said. And the truth is, behavior of people running for office will affect us. Most importantly, according to a post-debate FiveThirtyEightWashington PostIpsos poll, 22 of Republican primary voters said Christie had the worst night on stage and had the highest share of any candidate. When asked about his reaction on Sunday, Christie dismissed those numbers, saying other polls had outperformed him. What matters is whether people see that someone is telling the truth out there. Do they see doing politics? Or do you see doing politics? The American people and what they believe in, Christie said. Christie, who often sparred with entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy at Wednesday's debate in Milwaukee, was pressured by Raddatz about the strategy behind her and others' attacks on Ramaswamy, which has risen in national voter polls, and why they decided to target him instead. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is second only to Trump. Look, why don't we go after this or that? The idea came to mind. My job is to convey vision of the country's future. And if there's something someone says that I strongly oppose and I have the opportunity to do it, I'll do it, Christie said. I didn't think it had escalated to the level that I would have to argue back and forth with him at the first debate in August of 2023. Christie added that he predicts whatever happens in the number 1 debate, it won't be decisive in the Iowa caucus or the New Hampshire primaries early next year. When asked